What's up, kids? Before I took a shower this morning, which is excruciatingly painful at the current moment because of drug withdrawals. I hadn't shaved my face in a week or so, and I spent like an hour plucking silver and black hairs from my gnarly little reptilian human chin. Anyway, I want to talk about resources that people can take when they are going through this. When you quit something cold turkey. I am not talking about cocaine, crack, meth, and other uppers that are not physically addictive. I don't do those drugs, never have, never will. I produce my own speed, baby. I need the calm 'em downsies. Anyway, I can't speak on those, and I am not a good resource for that. But for opioids, I found something, in addition to some of the other supplements that I take when I do this. This is, I think, the 8th time I've done this since 2020. Or, really, well, this is the 8th time I've done this since the end of 2022, actually. Okay. There is a website called tryquitkit.com, and it is a legitimate company. I checked to make sure it wasn't a scam. It's real. They're based out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Matt Bodeker, I think, is the dude that started it, and it was because he was a chemical engineer working in California. He found kratom, which is pronounced kratom, which is why I just call it kratom, because kratom sounds very American and ignorant. In Malaysia, they don't use they don't use that vowel. Anyway, and then he found the extracts, the OPMS shots, and then he tried to quit. Didn't work. It's scary as fuck. Your first time, it's scary as fuck. Holy shit. My first time quitting was actually in 2018, but what I found out is that there is a drug called gabapentin. This is a very dangerous drug, and it should never be administered to animals. I do not know why veterinarians prescribe this to animals. If you have an animal and you're stupid enough to take it to a veterinarian for a checkup and anything other than an injury, never give your pet gabapentin, please. That is not a painkiller. Not for pets. Human medicine, it's like animal testing. It makes no fucking sense. Test on humans! Sorry. Anyway, if you want to skip Suboxone and skip all the natural stuff I'm going to talk about, go to your doctor or go online and find some idiot to prescribe you 20 to 30 capsules, no more than that, or else you'll get addicted to that shit, and getting off of that is even worse. Getting off of gabapentin and Suboxone from every single resource I have ever found, I will never do Suboxone, is worse than heroin, fentanyl, the kratom extracts, the synthesized kratom extracts, and kratom. Okay? Just keep that in mind, please, when you are opting to change the way you feel. I don't judge anyone for doing drugs. In fact, because the atmosphere is so fucked up with negative frequencies, I think it's weird when people don't do drugs. What's wrong with you? You like being miserable all of the time? Okay, that's fine. So I don't believe in drug addiction in this fucking world. Are you kidding me? I know addiction is a thing, but drug addiction, like a drug addict, a drug addict, no! Those people are behaving completely normally considering their circumstances. Don't judge them unless you have walked in their moccasins for 2 weeks. That's as long as you can ever do any drug. 2 weeks. And some of this new shit, you can only do it for about 4 days before it gets bound to your opioid receptors in your brain. And this is hard. Coming off of those fucking 7-O-hydroxy, whatever the fuck, kratom extract tablets that are compounded tablets and not the capsules. Not for the weak. I can very comfortably say probably 98% of people could not do this alone, which I have been doing over and over again. Anyway, Quit Kit is easy because it does all the work for you, and it's like $80-something. They're having a sale today, which is why I'm making this video. You've got your morning capsules, which contain, I'm not going to go through all this list. All of this stuff is the same exact kind of supplements that I researched and I bought independently to get through other shit that I've been addicted to for the purposes of research and helping people. This is not it's fun to get high sometimes, but it's not fun to be addicted to drugs. It's not. It's an endless fucking cycle. And it's really, really hard for people to quit. And I get that because it took me like 4 years to quit kratom the very first time. But I didn't quit it. I replaced it with gabapentin. And then that started making me crazy. So I went back to kratom. And then I took like 3 years to taper off of that, which was way too fucking long. Because when I was down to like 3 capsules of ground kratom leaf, not the extracts, 3 times a day, I went cold turkey, and the only thing I needed to take was this. This is one of the most effective medicines you have available in your entire arena. And you can get it online, at a health food store, and anywhere but a fucking doctor. Doctors are one thing. Not all of them, but most. Doctors are legal drug dealers. They do not heal people. They create patients that have to keep coming back and keep having their scripts refilled. How the fuck is that curing people? It's not. It's putting Band-Aids on something that they don't understand, because when you go to med school or law school or anything that requires a really fancy education, all you get is indoctrinated into tiny little boxes. And all of the shit that you memorized instead of using critical thought is what makes your decisions for you. Doctors are the dumbest fucking people I know. Doctors, lawyers, cops, detectives, academics. Most academics are fucking retarded. Not all. If they leave the ivory tower, they have a shooting shot. But if they don't, they belong in it, leave them alone. Anyway, Quit Kit did the same thing. That guy did the same thing. And so here's your morning. You take 3 pills a day for 21 days. And then at lunchtime, you take 3 of these for 21 days. And then at nighttime, these are my favorite. These work exceptionally well. I was shocked. This works almost as well as fucking Klonopin, and I'm not kidding. 3 per evening for 21 days. And what some of the other stuff that I use to supplement that, just because it works very much for me, is this is always my number one. Terry, it has to be this brand and this stuff. Curamin, not curcumin. It has to be this one. I don't know why. I've tried a ton. I've tried natural curcumin from India that was sold in powders. I've made curcumin capsules myself. I've tried so much curcumin, and this is the best. Everything this company makes is very, very effective, especially The adaptogens like ashwagandha, which is very good for calming you down, and omega-7, which is great for if you're going through menopause or if you have dry eyes, dry mouth, dry skin, dry stuff. GABA. This is what I believe the medication gabapentin is based on. This is a plant-derived version of GABA. And I still don't really understand this because I don't believe the explanation given to me by the internet and doctors. I haven't figured it out for myself with my own brain, using my own thoughts and not the opinions of other people. However, I think what it does is remind those receptors in your brain that are crazy misfiring when you go cold turkey off of drugs. This helps bridge that gap. That's what gabapentin does, according to doctors. And I think that's what that does. But it does other stuff too. It really cuts down on the main feeling I have during this process is like I've been shot full of buckshot and there's cold air and negative frequencies pumping through me and it's horrible. And all of this shit makes it go away for the most part. I mean, I am super low energy because all I can eat is cherries and water right now. It took me like an hour to take a fucking shower. Oh, that's so fucking pathetic. Oh my God. And it took me like 20 minutes to do my skincare shit. Grandma's getting old, ladies and gentlemen. And then, of course, from Terry Naturally for sleep, melatonin. This stuff will fuck you up if you abuse it. Please don't do that. Thank you. Anyway, the website for the Quit Kit is tryquitkit.com. And right now, they either have 10% or 20% off everything. So if you are ready to do it and you want to be a normal person with a normal bank account, you know what I mean, please try it. I very highly recommend this stuff. This is my second round taking it and it works like a charm. Thank you. Bye.